Yes, trust the process. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters. Again, reminder, right now, I would probably say not well, maybe about 20% of the packages are on Nusuk. And what we're doing here is not to go over the actual packages and what is for sale and so on and so forth, but more just to give you a little sneak peek or feeling of how to choose a package or how to see the package and what information is in that package. Like what's the type, what's the terminology, right? The terminology of custom package now means what is the meaning of custom package? Custom package means package with a group flights that is custom to a specific region. Okay. Last year was custom, which is that you can customize it. But right now, the public package is the package that you can see in all 126 countries, and that's going to be launched on the second phase. So remember, um, if you don't see a specific package that I'm sharing with you here, it's because I'm in North America. So in North America, logically speaking, if the flights are, let's say, Toronto, Boston, Washington, and again, please don't quote me on the gateways I'm saying. There's going to be many gateways, as we've discussed, and many other packages that are still pending. But chances are you won't see it in Australia. Chances are you won't see it in the UK. But what you're going to see in Australia and the UK at this time is the public packages, right? But you'll see packages that we have. I believe the packages that we are supporting through our service providers. Again, remember, brothers and sisters, these are all through service providers. Al Borj, Sira, Abdul Latif Jamil, inshallah, and Saudi Hajj and Umrah. We'll discuss the Kidana aspect as well. Okay. Um, so they are Nusuk is actually increasing the input of the packages periodically. And again, remember, you're going to see the packages that are relevant to your area. So public packages are going to show for everyone, and then the custom packages are specific to the region that you're in. Okay. So right now, as we know it, we're going to log in. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to log in as we did yesterday. Okay. Bismillah. So again, let's see. Now we're going to log in. I would like everyone, again, if you haven't done this before, please log in. I would love you all to be logging in with me and stay with me. We're going to wait for the OTP. Let's see how long it takes. And again, like we mentioned yesterday, it could take a while. It can take errors. We can not work for about 10, 15 minutes, or it might be down, or I might not see a package or two, or there's an error on the e-top up, the wallet. They're still working. All right. They're still working on all of this. All right. So we got the OTP. This is the package. Now remember, let's clarify. You have here your cart, and this cart, what we're going to do eventually, and I'm going to walk you through this when the time comes, is that we're going to hold something in there, our number one priority. And then the rest are going to be as our preferred packages or our like packages. All right. And remember, I think there's some brother or sister mentioned, well, I don't see Boston in your sheet, or there was a Toronto not in your sheet. The sheet that they're referring to was this sheet. Okay, again, this is all draft. This is just to give you an idea of how many packages we have. I know there are some brothers or sisters had mentioned also, well, can Dar es Salaam provide us, some package brochures or flyers? Now, remember, certain agencies or certain companies might be supporting a few or a handful packages. It gets very confusing if we send you 24 brochures. All right. So just remember that, we're not sending you the brochures because we're going to send you a much better option, which is a whole sheet with clickable links that take you directly to the packages, right? And this tab or this sheet is going to discuss everything. The package ID, which is a name, the category, whether it's luxury, shifting. By the way, there isn't anything called luxury non-shifting anymore. It's just called luxury. So if there is no shifting next to it, it's a non-shifting. There's the CAMs, the Majar al-Kapsh, the Ma'isam, the planned leaders and institutions, right? They're all there. The start city, how many days, how many in date, how many out date, with the Mecca hotel, the Medina hotel, to and from Mecca and Medina, is it by train or by bus? shuttles to the hotel if you're a non-shifting or shifting program, the udhiyah if it's included in the program or not, the starting price, obviously we cannot put that until Nusuk posts all of that. So everything, all the sources have to be coming from Nusuk, the occupancy, the available space that will help you through that, and the gateway options. Again, these are still going to be updated. This is only an example. Brothers and sisters, this is only an example. I'm going to open the chat and ask you all, do we all understand that the sheet that I just showed you was just an example until all the programs are posted on Nusuk? Okay? So please, when someone asks in the peer-to-peer chat, please answer them and help them clarify this, okay? If there's an airline that you see here, it's not in Nusuk, that means it's not there yet, or it might not be added, okay? Jazakumullah khair. Thank you. The sheet is not ready for prime time. We get it. Okay, very good. Thank you. Yes, so right now, this is all about muscle memory understanding, right? We're going to go back to the dashboard. We have the dashboard. We have our e-wallet. Our e-wallet has options, like we mentioned before. Next, activate now. There is no cash collection centers in our area. There's credit card. You can click on credit and fill in the information, or you do the bank transfer and all the information is in there. Remember, there is the processing charge or the refund charge. We always recommend only at this time not to put in more than 1,000 riyals. The only reason why we ask 1,000 riyals, not less or more, is because 1,000 might trigger the decline or the fraud, and you'll have to call your bank. And if that doesn't work, you need to escalate it to the actual Visa or MasterCard company for the fraud. So take your time. We still have plenty of time. So don't make decisions right now. Don't top up too much. Don't top up more than 1,000 riyals. You don't know something happens to the e-wallet yet. They're still updating things. And the packages are not all there, but this is just an intent to show you how the best thing to do. Okay, the best way to do it. So for me, what I want to do is I want to remember when the packages are going to be added, right here, there are 48 packages. Mashallah, they're adding already packages. I think this is AB13. Okay. Al-Borj 12 luxury shifting. There's a few here that we're going to work on. So what we're going to do is essentially try to limit this. So we're not confused with all these packages. I want to be able to heart only the packages that are supported by Dar es Salaam. And the best thing to do is, again, not every program did this, but if I was going to do Sira Mawasim, Sira Mawasim has packages that have in it DS. Not all the companies did that, but Sira Mawasim did, and we only have 4, and we've hearted these 4. So when I go to view preferred package only, I'm going to see the 4 that I want to see, okay? And now if I want to add more, I'll just add more, and I'll add all the packages that are connected or supported by Dar es Salaam, and then I can start filtering through them when the time comes. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, because they added a few more, we're doing this live together. I'm seeing what you're seeing right now. So what we're going to do is let's search Al Borj and see the packages. All right, awesome. So 9, yeah, we'll get to those later. 16, 13. Let's see the 13 one. Okay, so I believe this package is a Swiss hotel, Sajal Medina. So this is a package that is with Al Maghrib Institute, led by Dr. Omar Suleiman and Dr. Tahir White, as well as the rest of the esteemed scholars from Al Maghrib. So I'm going to heart this as well. This is part of the packages. And again, remember, some of the other Al Burj packages are managed and led by Adam Travel, and we'll also be working together on the ground there for Hajj, inshallah. We'll get into that details later. So again, here, Al Burj. So these are packages that we can use secondary, inshallah. But right now, we're just going to wait. Typically, Al Burj number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are going to be supported by Dar es Salaam, as well as 13, 14, and 15. And we're going to discuss those when the time comes, inshallah. Again, we're just testing these things out. No need to panic. No worries. And let's see if they posted anything for Jamil. So they haven't posted yet. They only have 2 packages for Jamil. Awesome. All right. Very good. So again, I think we've done all of this before. So the way I want to do it is I want to go into the dashboard and show you if I was to choose a program. Let's say I choose a silver program. I'll go into view details. I'm going to see the package details. We're going to go through these thoroughly when all the packages are out. But typically, this is going to be a program that begins on the 31st of May and ends on the 14th. Now, here's an interesting note. If the program is shifting, the system requires the service provider to make sure that it's 14 days. That doesn't necessarily mean that the package might only be 14 days because the airlines can be shorter. It doesn't mean that the payment was all made specifically just for the 14 days and you have to use the 14 days, but some airlines are shorter. But the requirement is 14 days for a shifting program. For non-shifting, the requirement is minimum 10 and continue on that. So that's why you'll see this program end on the 14th, but some airlines are ending on the 12th or the 13th. Now, for example, the other point, so remember, this rule of 14 makes sense how? 31 to 14 is 14 days. So, okay, so if we go back and we click on view preferred packages, and let's say, well, Ahmed, this essential uh, Mecca package, right? Well, this says, well, if this is 14 days, logically it should be also 31 to 14. But here it's what? It's 30 to 13. See? So because it moved up one day, then it's 30 to 13. That doesn't mean that you have to arrive on the 30th. You can arrive on the 30th or the 31st because the last day is the 31st for non-Saudi Arabian Airlines flights. So that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to enter 30. You can enter 31 and you can leave 13. You can even leave 12. Just to make sure that you're all with me. Does that make sense? Is that clear, guys? Yes. All right, awesome. Very good. So that's why you'll see that, right? Can you please repeat? Okay, so again, okay, I'll repeat again. So repeat, if I'm repeating, again, the reminder is that every shifting program or standard programs, I mean, every category has a different rule, but typically it has to be 14 days, except of course the luxury non-shifting, the express ones or the executive ones. So the 14 days have to be 14 days. So you'll see the dates as 14, 30 to 13. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the flight arrives on 30 and leaves on 13. It can arrive on 31st and leave on the 12th. But you choose whichever gateway that suits you. You want the longest one, then you have to look for a package that has the longest duration. Does that make sense now? If you can't see packages, then you're still probably not verified yet, or you're in a country that doesn't have these packages yet. Okay, excellent. So now I have, if I hearted, let's see, I'm going to try something here. If I hearted 5 packages, these are the 5 packages I have. Now, if I get more packages that are supported by Dar es Salaam, I need to start filtering through the packages I need. Okay. So right now, if I was going for Hajj, inshallah, and I made the niyyah for Hajj, and I decided that I want to do a standard package, then I know that the standard packages that I can get is the MAWDS Essential Mecca or Essential Global Mecca or Essential Medina that's going to come out. So then I can unheart, right, the others if I wanted to. And if I decide that I say, well, I want a luxury shifting program, then if I want a luxury shifting program, then I'll unheart the standards and I'll unheart the luxury, which means if it doesn't say shifting, that means it's non-shifting, right? So then I'll wait to make a space for the rest. So in other words, you can do all of them, but what we're going to do is process of elimination. Right now I have 5. And if I want to add more, I need to be able to decide which direction I'm going. Am I going by budget? Am I going by shifting? Am I going by non-shifting? Am I going by luxury? Then we decide from there, inshallah. Does that make sense, everyone? And by the way, it seems that the Al Maghrib package that was planned to be premium seems that they upgraded it to a luxury. Okay, that's interesting. And this is the Majar al Kapsh one. So the Ma'isam one would be around 39,700 reals. Okay. So there's no other code names except DS. Al Borj doesn't have DS. Jamil doesn't have DS. But again, remember, brothers and sisters, we will give you the code names here. Okay. We will give you the code names. So maybe by tomorrow, the day after, we'll give you the code names so you can search them up before we do the sessions. Okay. So again, brothers and sisters, code names are this. This is what you're seeing right now. Okay. Sister Wafat, what's shifting mean? That's going to be a question that you might have to do some research on. We've covered it many times. So this is actually a good segue to say, well, you know what? Remember, brothers and sisters, how to see Jamil packages and shoes when they come out. So, brothers and sisters, do we all understand and agree that the packages are only about 20% that are out? Do we all know this? Do we agree to this? All right. Do we know that there's no panic? Do we know that there's still time? We know that there's going to be many time. All right, much time that is going to be given. They're going to extend the time. If you're not verified, don't panic. Right, you still have plenty of time. I think there's going to be delays. I highly doubt that they're going to publish February 9th. You'll see all the gateways when the time comes. So actually, if you're going to feel like you're panicking now, then you might as well just shut off the computer and don't look at it until everything is ready. Okay. If you are in the UK, remember, you're only going to see public packages or packages that relate to the UK, like the executive package in Al Borj, the luxury package from Al Borj. So basically, you're going to see only the packages that relate to your country or the public packages. Does that make sense, everyone, brothers and sisters? Great. And some of the questions I'm seeing means that you haven't watched the videos. HSR is not a package supported by Dar es Salaam. We're only going to give you the links to the packages supported by Dar es Salaam. So please stand by. You know what? I'm actually going to even say we're not going to talk about packages anymore. All right. Zone A, Zone M, we're going to go over all of these when the packages are all out. What do you think if we say this, guys, that we're not going to go over packages or details about packages until all of them come out? Is that something that you are okay with, right? Because now you have a better understanding of what you're seeing, right? You see the muscle memory, you see the system. So don't worry. We're going to go through all details, okay? Inshallah. So you don't get too much confusion. But typically, we are going to give you the ID names. We're going to give you all of these things. So don't confuse yourself, inshallah. Okay, so I'm going to take this opportunity to actually ask the questions that we have in the Slido. Okay, and the way I'm going to do it is, Bismillah, please. All right, brothers and sisters, here it is. I'm going to go into Hajj Guide.ai. Has everyone used the Hajj Guide AI? Yes, no? Okay, great. So I'm going to actually take the how was it? It's helpful? Alhamdulillah. All right. So I'm going to actually take questions that we asked in the Slido, and I'm going to check and see if the bot is going to answer it. Okay. Can I book a group flight package and skip the flight to join the package in Saudi Arabia? Again, remember, it's not intended to give you 100% answers. All right. It's intended to give you at least 75% or 80 of the answers, right? The partial, anything that you're asking now should be more than sufficient to be answered, okay? Can I book a group flight package and skip the flight to join? There are many options in LAX, Sister Ilana. We'll cover them when the time comes. We're not going to speak about packages anymore because once they're all ready, we'll go over them one shot, okay? Debit card is the same as credit card. So you put it in as credit cards. There you go. You must fly on the book group flight as per Nusuk regulations. While you can technically forfeit the flight, you must inform the service provider in advance. Please note that skipping any portion of your flight can impact the entire flight itinerary and may affect your package. That's beautiful. Okay. All right. Next. If I will be flying to and from Cairo, can I book a group flight package and join during the transit layover? Great question. Let's see what AI bot says. No, this is not possible. If you don't fly on the first leg of the ticket, the other portions of your flight itinerary will be automatically canceled by the airline. You must start your journey from the airline original departure city listed on your ticket. All right, let's go on to the next question. I'm sorry, I'm doing this just so we can all condition ourselves that maybe we can get this information, inshallah, and it's available to us. Can Canadians book USA gateways and purchase separate flights to the USA? What are the risks? All right, let's ask. By the way, this is all updated on a daily basis. So if you don't get your answer today, you might have it tomorrow. Yes, Canadians can book from the US. Um, can you send the VIP extra info? Yeah, we'll provide all of this, Sister Sara. Just bear with me. Just watch this. Let's engage on the questions. Fraud alert. You got to speak to the fraud alert, inshallah. Let's hold off on the questions, please. All right. Yep. So if you're connecting flight, okay, but there are important risks to consider. It's recommended to book through your designated country gateway to avoid complications, but you also can purchase from the US. All right. Why is the MAWDS silver package not showing the YYZ Toronto gateway while it shows in your Excel sheet? I think we discussed this, but let's see if Abdul Hakim can answer it. Yes, we call him Abdul Hakim. Until all the system is finalized, you must refer to what is currently showing in Nusuk at the time of purchase as the final offering. Package gateways and details may be updated as Nusuk and the Ministry of Hajj continue to finalize arrangements. Remember, all flights and services are provided through authorized service providers on Nusuk with Dar es Salaam supporting as a facilitating team. All right, look at that. Bismillah. Let's go on to the next one. Will flights from JFK, New York, be available for the luxury non-shifting? Is it permissible to? Okay, so it's this one. All right, let's see. So, brothers and sisters, whoever's asking questions or posting questions, I can't answer your question because we're doing this presentation. So, kindly hold off, inshallah. Will flights from JFK, New York be available for the luxury non-shifting package? Based on the prior context, while JFK was a gateway in previous years, the specific gateways for 2025 luxury non-shifting packages are not yet finalized. Please wait for the official package announcements to confirm. But I can tell you, inshallah, that there are many options for JFK. Is it permissible to pay by credit card and pay it later? So this is a religious question, right? Is this a religious question? I think so. If this is a religious question, Abdul Hakim is not going to answer it. All right. As per guideline number 16, I cannot provide religious rulings or advice about the permissibility of financial matters. Please consult with your local scholar. From a practical standpoint, credit cards are accepted as a payment with method through Nusuk's platform. Good? Awesome. If 3 family members are traveling, can 2 stay together while the third stays in a quad room? Let's see. Sister Khadija, we're going to discuss that. I think we agreed we're going to discuss that when the packages are out, and we're going to go through all the packages together, all their features, their services, the name, code names, the links for them, how many can you prefer, how many can you favor, and so on and so forth. If 3 members are traveling, I was able to see package until yesterday, but not anymore. I'm verified and live in states. Brother Imran, maybe try the incognito. Maybe they're uploading stuff. Don't worry. Don't panic. It's perfectly fine. If 3 members Are traveling can to stay? Yes, that's possible. Once you book a supported Dar es Salaam package, you can inform the team about your specific occupancy needs to arrange for two family members in double occupancy while the third person stays in a quad room with other ladies. All accommodation services are provided through authorized service providers and so on and so forth. Does that answer it? MashaAllah? Not bad, right? Aha. Now, there's another question about shifting and non-shifting, and I think we've discussed this many times, but this is the advantages and disadvantages, and you can always ask about that. Okay. There are no different levels, Brother Saad, in Al Maisam camp. It's all managed by one company, and they provide it to the service providers. Okay. Of course, it's more expensive with a double occupancy. All right. So it answers here the fixed accommodations throughout your stay, usually closer proximity, and so on and so forth. I'm sorry, brothers and sisters. I'm just going to pause for one moment. I have to take the call from a service. All right. Again, let's go into the next question. Why do I see only one DST package and not four being in Australia? Okay, I think we answered this. Yes, Sister Sada, we can always go. We can go in batches. Of course, we'll do them in batches, and they're all the whole reason why we have it as an Excel sheet, so then we can actually sort by zones, sort by prices, zone by dates, as sort by dates. So we're gonna have fun with it. I promise you. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. I'm gonna pause the chat because I think everyone is gonna still continue to ask questions. Why do I see only? Okay, based on the provided context, Nusuk is currently uploading packages gradually with approximately 30 packages initially launched and 300 to 400 packages expected to be available for viewing within the week. I mean, they can be a little less than 300, but that's really what it is. All right, I'm having trouble adding money to my e-wallet. What should I do? You'd have to call the fraud department and check. Will there be any custom packages for Sweden? I cannot definitely answer whether there will be custom packages specifically for Sweden. The information available. Okay, so yes, so Sweden is only going to be in public packages, inshallah. The custom packages are going to be US, Canada, Australia, and the UK. Okay. Is the bank address the same as the receipt address for a wire transfer? Let's see if this has been fed in. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to open the chat. Please hold off your questions. Will not be answered. We have a lot of questions that I have to answer. I just want to ask you guys if this is clear, these questions that I'm asking. Yes, for wire transfers, the bank address is the same as the recipient beneficiary address. The beneficiary name is Tashir Services. So so because Tashir is only one word, if they ask for two words, it's Tashir Services, and the bank is a Rajhi Bank. Okay, wonderful. All right. We asked this question. Could you please connect with Nusuk on our behalf to expedite the verification? Brothers and sisters, the verification process is going as fast as it can, inshallah. Don't worry. Don't worry. They're really focused on that, inshallah. So don't worry about that. Can you briefly tell us about the Kidana Al Wadi Tower? Oh, there it is. That's the question. February 9th is the expected date, but we don't know if that's going to continue. So this is the question about the Kidana Al Wadi. Based on the context, the Kidana Al Wadi Towers are exclusive luxury accommodations in Mina that offer a premium Hajj experience. They are conveniently located steps from the Jamarat, featuring modern design and superior comfort during the critical days of Hajj. These towers are part of the luxury VIP program offered through Dar es Salaam's partnership with Saudi Airlines. All accommodations and services are provided through authorized service providers. Okay, what is the estimated price? Sorry for the misspelling. Based on the context, I cannot provide pricing. Okay, as the exact prices are not mentioned, do you have an estimate? Prices. All right, 20,000 to 70,000 packages range. All right. So typically it's around 20,000 to $25,000. We'll discuss that a little further later once we have full details, but I do want to share with you here. Let me see if I can share with you a video. MashaAllah, Sheikh Yahya had gone to Mina. I don't know if any of you watched it, but I'm going to share with you a quick video. No, the package maximum, it's between 20,000 and 25,000, including airfare. But we'll discuss those later, I promise you. We'll go into great detail about it. So this was a video just to show you the distance of where it is. Let me know if you can hear the sound. So there it is. The buildings are right there. It's going to be Tower A. See, he zooms in, and you can see the A there. And then if you look real quick, he's gonna move on, pan in, and then move to the left. It sounds like construction, but and it's right there. And the Majara capture is somewhere up there, right? So again, I'm just saying that he's panning in and out to show you the distance. I'm not really. Apologies if you couldn't hear my voice, but that's all I'm saying. It's not that far if you notice.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am here, alhamdulillah, in MashaAllah. I wanted to share with you the new Kidana Towers. Tower A, Allahu Akbar. This is our new facility in Mina. And the Jamarat, as you can see, are there. Allahu Akbar. It's a 20-minute walk. I'm told, I haven't walked it yet. But it is also right across from Masjid al-Khayf. So Masjid al-Khayf is just there where the Prophet ﷺ prayed as well. So as you could see, the splendor of Mina, mashallah. It's a beautiful experience, mashallah. There's a lot of hard work going in, getting it ready for Hajj this year. May Allah write it for all of us, Allahumma ameen. Those are the new Kidana Towers. Just wanted to give you a perspective of their location. And that is the Jamarat. Allahu Akbar.
All right, brothers and sisters. So that kind of gives you an idea of what that looks like. All right. So it's happening. It's gonna be great. There's so many options. Now we have the Kidana Towers, we have Majara Keps, we have Al Maisam, we have Saadiya Hajj and Umrah, we have Al Burj, we have Sira Mawasim, and we have Abdul Latif Jamil. And the more the information we have, the more we'll provide you. As long as you filled out that interest form for the Kidana Tower program, we'll definitely have a webinar specifically for that. Does that kind of answer the general question about the Kidana VIP Tower or luxury? Is that sufficient for now? Yes, you have tents and Arafat and Muzdalifah. We'll go through that too. They're finishing a video promo, and we'll provide it with you. Adhiya is covered in some and not in some, and we're going to, inshallah, in great detail when the packages are out. Kidana Tower is equivalent to Majar al-Kapsh camp. Kidana Tower is a building, right? So you have bathrooms in the building, you have a room in the building, you have a restaurant in the building, you have a musalla in the building versus tents, right? I mean, all right. We'll cover all of that, inshallah. Okay. How do we find the link for the interest in Kidana Towers? Can someone post the link, inshallah? Where the sheet will be available when it's ready. It's going to be posted on the Telegram group and emailed, inshallah. It's not miles, Sister Salva. The Kidana Towers are how many miles away from the Jamarat? It's not miles. It's a 20-minute walk. I would say it's a quarter mile, not even. It's less. All right. Does anyone have the sheet? This is understanding Hajj. Ooh, okay, very good. Thank you. Definitely. The articles are so helpful. When will the webinar be for the Kidana? Brother Hazem, you answer that for me, please. When will it be? When do you think we'll do the webinar for the Kidana Tower? When it's ready. There you go. Jazakallah khair. All right. That is the Kidana link, brothers and sisters. I'm going to pause the chat so everyone can see it. Jazakallah khair, Sister Sabine. Does everyone have it now? That's the Kidana link, the interest form for you to be part of the listserv that we send you the webinar for it. Because we don't want to confuse everyone, right? There's people that are looking for packages that are in the 30,000 reals. We don't, they don't need to watch the session that is talking about 70 or 80,000 reals, right? When looking at packages, how do we know who the supported agent is? Well, it's based on the information we provide you in that Excel sheet, right? That sheet, that PDF is going to tell you what organization, Al Maghrib, Miftah, Qalam, Institute of Knowledge, Hidayah Institute, and so on, a fifth pillar, and many others. Okay. So we'll provide you all that information in due time. Again, I think what we're doing right now is that we're very excited. Okay. And we just want all the information that we can get. And we're nervous and we think everything is happening all of a sudden. But in reality, there's really nothing happening. Okay. Until the February 9th, there's really nothing to be worried about. I understand many of you are going to say, well, I want to make sure that I'm verified. I want to make sure that my e-wallet is topped up. We have time. Don't worry. We're going to provide you those guidance. We're going to hold you, okay, inshallah, towards all this information. All right. So you don't have to worry about that. Inshallah, we'll get to you and go over this program as the time comes. Is the time February 9th, Saudi time or US time? Sister Uzma, Allahu Alam. I don't think Nusuk knows yet, right? It might be the 9th, it might be the 10th. Let's actually one advice I want to give everyone. I always say this on all the sessions for the previous years. Let's try to minimize the W's, right? The whys, the what, the who's, the how, even the how, right? And even the whys. Because when it's ready, it's going to happen, inshallah. All right. Trust the process, whatever that process may be. Okay. Kidana Towers is considered shifting because you're going to be in a hotel in Mecca and then come to Medina in Mina because you're going to stay in Mina. It's a building anyway. Why would you pay for two buildings? There are more logistics sessions this week. We are going to post them. But let's get over with this day and let's talk to the service providers, see how they're developing with the Nusuk updates. But there will be at least 2 logistics sessions this week, either tomorrow or Wednesday night, or Thursday night, inshallah. One of those 3, bi'idhnillah. Okay. Again, just take 5 minutes or 10 minutes of your time, the general announcement of Telegram, review everything, and that's where we'll all provide. The Adahi we'll discuss later, brothers and sisters. If you're not a resident of one of the Nusuk lists, then unfortunately these are not packages for you. So again, brothers and sisters, I think we've answered most of these questions. I'm going to go through some of these more questions. Like I said, you want a wire, you want a credit card, you want to try all of these things for e-wallets. Try to do 1,000 reals only for the whole group. If you're not verified, you need to wait until you're verified. And yes, the admin needs to see the packages. You'll be able to see the packages through the admin if you've accepted him to be your admin. Okay, let's see. Do I need to renew my passport if it expires close to the end of May to purchase the packages now? Definitely, most certainly. Your passport needs to be valid for 6 months, right? February 9th is purchase of packages, or by then all packages will be posted reviewing. February 9th is the proposed date for it to be on sale. Packages should be out for viewing at sometime this week, all of them, inshallah. For the 14-day package starting in Medina, where do you stay in Mecca after Hajj? Hotel or Aziziyah? If it's shifting, there'll be an Aziziyah. If it's non-shifting, it'll be in the hotel. Again, we'll go over these packages in extreme detail. We're going to go through packages, hotel, days, packages, hotels, shifting, non-shifting, udhiyah, gateways, luxury, non-luxury, names and codes, institutions, mashayikh. We're going to go through all of that once we've had all of them popping up, inshallah, on Nusuk. Okay? All right, brothers and sisters. We're going to try to wrap up here. Again, if we show interest in the Kidana Tower, do we have to buy Kidana Towers only? No. If you show interest, this is only for the webinar, and you can choose to change later. We're going to have plenty of time. Plenty of time, brothers and sisters. We're going to have plenty of time to go through all of this together. I promise you. We're all here with you, and we're going to go through multiple sessions. How soon you will be posting packages Excel sheet? Can someone answer, Brother Farid? How soon? I'm actually going to take a break for the next minute or two and have everyone help each other when it's available, when all uploaded by Nusuk. All right, when it's ready, when it's ready. When are we going to post a sheet? When it's ready, when packages come out officially. Okay? When all packages are loaded by Nusuk. It's not ready to be shared. All right, Brother Farid, you got your answer? When DSC says, okay. Good job, Ahmed. Thank you. All right. Any questions you want to post? I'm going to leave this interactive. Jazakumullah khair for those who have to go. You're welcome to leave, inshallah. This is still recorded and we're going to post it, bidnillah. Jazakumullah khair. I hope I didn't offend anyone. And we're here to serve you all. May Allah bless you all and thank you for your patience. The community function, I believe it's going to be activated. It's activated a little bit. Again, it's all being modified in the next few days, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair.